When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. Enjoy comfortable rooms and friendly service when you stay with Hilton instead. Save up to 25% this season when you book with Hilton. Hilton for the stay. Terms apply.
In 2005, two brothers hit the road in search of their father and wound up fighting demons, angels, monsters, and fate itself.
Over the next 15 years, Supernatural became more than just a TV show. It became a family with one of the most passionate fan bases in the world.
I'm Rob Benedict. I played Chuck Shirley. You might also know me as God.
And I'm Richard Speight Jr. I played Loki, the Trickster, and Gabriel. And I also directed more than a few episodes.
Now, we spent years making this show, but we never actually sat down to watch every single episode in order until now.
And that means that each week we're watching Supernatural from the beginning, now diving into Season 8, the year of purgatory, prophets, and the pursuit to close the gates of hell. And we'll be joined by cast, writers, directors, and the crew who help bring each episode to life.
You'll hear behind-the-scenes stories, our honest reactions, and maybe learn a little about how television gets made along the way.
Now, I'm warning you, there are going to be spoilers. And remember, this is our first time truly watching the series, so if we miss a detail or don't remember what happens 3 seasons from now, well, that's part of the fun.
So join us as we keep the engine running, hit the open road, and fall even deeper in love with Supernatural. Hi, everybody. I'm Rob Benedict.
I am Richard Speight.
And we're talking about Season 8, Episode 7, A Little Slice of Kevin.
You know what? First time I saw that little rascal on screen, I thought, I need a little slice of that guy.
I need a little piece of that.
Yeah.
I got to tell you right away, something's missing, and it's just a little bit of booty. Now, we had booty on last week, and that was...
It was bootylicious. Very different vibe. The lava lamp,
He produced the hell out of this show.
Strobe.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Well, the news is on the streets is Steve Hines back, everybody. Steve
Hines.
Back in town after just whipping it up, going to Vegas or whatever he does.
This time it's personal. Come back drenched in jewels and fur. We don't know what's going on.
That's right. The other big news, everyone, is that Supernatural is on the move here in the U.S. It's headed to Peacock. So if you'd been watching along with us on Netflix, it will be moving. So now's the time to get that subscription to Peacock. This is not an ad.
Yeah, this is legit. We want you to follow the show, and we're going to hammer it home.
Yeah.
Rich says P. Rob says...
Oh, man.
Rich says P. Rob says...
Don't make me say it.
Rob, it's the cheer. It's the cheer. Rich says P. Rob says...
Yes, so...
Peacock.
That's right. Headed to Peacock. So, F off Netflix. You don't want us. We don't care.
Need you. All I got to do now is sign up for this stupid thing.
Yeah.
Damn it. All right, fine.
But the good news is it's going to be a Peacock, so Rich and I can keep watching, and so can you, and we could keep having this podcast that we love.
All right, let's get to one of our last Netflix summaries of an episode.
That's right.
One of our very last. Robert?
As Dean drives down the road, thinks he sees Castiel walking on the side, but the angel vanishes when he looks again.
You know, it was a giant bear sign.
Right. I saw that.
I understand how you could confuse Misha with a giant wooden bear.
Well, especially with that beard, that fake beard that he had.
And his stiff sort of approach to performance.
Back at Rufus's cabin, Sam briefs Dean on recent disappearances connected to freak weather events, including a missing boy named Aaron Weber who vanished during a sudden tornado.
You know, I'm sure that fans love seeing Sam brief Dean, but I bet they'd rather see Sam debrief Dean. You know what I'm saying? Those two.
Hey,
Hi, everybody. /fiction.
There was a little bit of that in this episode for sure. Well, a lot of just like the three of those actors sort of close talking about.
Yeah, man, just doing what they do.
Yeah. Well, the brothers suspect demons, and hey, they're right. Crowley has been torturing the captured angel Samandriel.
Is that a celebrity couple with Sam and
Andriel?
Yeah, somebody else named Driel?
It could be.
Gadriel?
Yeah.
That's who Tomo plays in the future. Is this foreshadowing? Celebrity couple?
Gadriel and Sam, or Samandriel. Or in this case, he's torturing our buddy Tyler Johnston.
I didn't like that one bit. Tyler Johnston deserves better.
He really does. It was hard to watch.
Yeah, I didn't like it. He did a good job, though, as always.
I love him, man. I love that kid. And there he is, getting tortured by the mean Crowley.
Yeah.
What a meanie.
Meanie Bobini. Yeah, I said it.
Trying to get information. And turns out he's abducted several people, including Aaron, the boy, hoping one of them will be able to read the demon tablet. None can, and they're all a little bit dim, aren't they?
Yeah, I got to say that whole setup was interesting. Okay, in the teaser, I just want to call out one thing. When the lady takes the young man, like, you're supposed to be using, it's called finger paint, not body paint, and she takes the little kid to the public park bathroom.
Right.
But she really does a slow turn with the demon eyes.
Yeah.
Like she turns back and the camera does like a zoom in and she stares out like for a 5 count, or like, all right, we got it.
Yeah.
There's nobody around. You're a demon.
Yeah.
Get in there.
And it didn't add up to a lot. Like we didn't spend a lot of time with Aaron.
It was just an empty bathroom and there kind of a faux tornado.
Fonado, and then that was it. I mean, there's not much more to that story.
So, but I don't know why they thought that kid was a prophet or anybody in there was a prophet. They so weren't prophetic.
Well, but basically they are prophets, but they're kind of in line to be the next prophets. So there can only be one prophet at a time, right?
Somebody watched closer than I did.
Yeah. So when one prophet goes out, did you hear him say that Chuck might be dead? Because they're like, well, what about Chuck? He's like, I think Chuck might be dead.
Yeah, I did hear that, and maybe that's why I missed the rest of the dialogue, because I was applauding so loud.
Yeah. No,
and I was gathering the children in to play that again.
Your whole family.
And then, of course, we had to FaceTime Grandma and show her.
The neighbors came by.
And they came by, and they're popping the champagne and that loud, like, boop, you know.
Yeah, I remember when Misha told me that he was like, I had a line. I was like, I hate to tell you this, I had a line. Maybe Chuck's dead. Little did any of us know that I was just in the background.
36 years later, you'd still be
waiting.
So all these people are very weird set. I mean, I'm not criticizing it. I love Jerry's work, but it was a trippy, like this uplit, almost like a game show.
Well, it looked like a Men of Letters, like construction zone.
It reminded me of the map table.
Yeah.
It reminded me of the map table.
Yeah.
But it was sort of like, I'll take Q for a block wink.
I know.
You know, kind of like.
I know. Wink
kind
Martindale.
of a weird.
Little Wink Martindale reference, everyone. Yeah. But
it was like a hexagon with everybody had their own little place. That's right.
I really thought
it was confusing.
It was going to be Men of Letters.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be Men of Letters. Anyway, so yeah, he gathered around a bunch of prophets to be who were all a little bit dim.
Not like that table. That table was lit up.
Yeah, and none can translate that tablet. So Crowley kills one of them when he grows impatient because he's a meanie. Meanwhile, Kevin and Linda Tran have fortified an abandoned diner with traps and salt lines. Linda insists they go on the offensive and hires a witch, Delta Mandota. She's kind of a sexy witch.
That's when I unmuted the show. As soon as she came back on, I'm like,
now he's listening.
Hi, everybody.
Now he's listening. To gather ingredients for demon-killing bombs. Kevin distrusts her, but she's got the hots for Kevin.
Kevin's mom distrusts her too, boy.
Did you see Kevin check out her bottom as she walked away, like I did of your wife that one time?
Maybe that's why mom dumped the water on him. Maybe it's not about the holy water. Maybe it's about eyes front, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why you.
By the way, that was a funny bit when he walked in and the mom dumped the bucket on him.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, I felt bad for Osric having to be in water for that whole scene, being wet for that whole scene.
Oh, please.
Well, you're used to it because of your man diapers. But a lot of people are used to being
usually
wet.
the urine goes up to my face.
Kevin distrusts her, but Linda believes they can control the situation. In Salina, Kansas, Sam and Dean question Aaron's preschool teacher.
Doesn't she know that you can't control Delta? I know that.
I know. Aaron's preschool teacher who recalls losing time and waking up to the smell of sulfur. That night, Dean sees another vision of Castiel in the window and finally admits to Sam that he thinks he's being haunted by guilt about purgatory. He, flashback everyone, remembers Castiel thanking him and saying that if he couldn't get out, he wanted Dean to know he was grateful.
I'm grateful.
Definitely prefer the flashbacks to purgatory.
1 billion%, yes.
However, I think that artistically they could have done it without doing the person thinking before going into the flashback. I think we could, as the audience, we would figure that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
There's still that sense of like
that dramatic pause.
Stop the car. Stop car.
Right.
Castiel once talked about a car in purgatory.
I hear you. No, you got a point. You've got a point.
Yeah. The next morning, Sam finds another disappearance tied to strange weather in Italy. Suddenly, Castiel appears in their motel room, claiming he mysteriously woke up on a roadside in Illinois with no memory of escaping purgatory. He's weak and confused. After he leaves to shower, Dean privately admits he doesn't buy Castiel's story.
I don't buy it.
Something must have pulled him out. Something must have pulled him out.
Ooh, not someone. Something.
Yeah. At the diner, Delta arrives, arrives with ingredients, but she reveals she only brought enough for one bomb and wants more money. And she walks away, and Kevin checks out her bottom. And then his mom goes, Kevin.
Lauren Thomas having none of it. Like, she is not like that kind of behavior.
Not in my house. I liked, seeing Osric get all looky-loo.
Yeah.
Crowley appears, mean, nasty Crowley appears.
Right.
Having made a deal with her. He banishes Delta, orders a demon to kill Linda, and abducts Kevin. Linda fights back with holy water and manages to escape.
But Crowley has made the deal with Delta.
Well, Delta made the deal with him, and then he didn't need her anymore, so he snapped her away.
Yeah, she should have known.
She should have known. It was her fault.
Yeah.
It's her fault that he's just a mean. Anyway, Sam and Dean confirm there have been 7 victims, all future prophets. Castiel explains that only one prophet can exist at a time. If Kevin dies, another from the kidnapped group will activate. Crowley's collecting them as leverage. Linda calls and begs for help rescuing Kevin. As they wait for her, Dean remembers, again, the final moments in purgatory. The Leviathans attacked, weakening Castiel.
Yeah, that was neat to see the Leviathans, our buddy, the Leviathans back.
Yeah, doing the thing.
Little jaw action.
Yeah. Little ad for Leviathan dentists everywhere. Dean reached the portal first and tried to pull Cass through, but the angel slipped from his grasp. Dean believed he failed him.
I got you.
Linda arrives with Kevin's notes.
The extra weight that Castiel's carrying with that beard makes it almost impossible for Dean to pull him up.
Yeah, the beard in Purgatory looked real, but the beard now looked fake. And it was fake because then he shaves after his shower. It's gone.
Right.
Linda arrives with Kevin's dumb notes. Kevin's got dumb notes. and a demon trapped in her trunk. Oh, if I had a nickel.
Is that a demon in your trunk, or are you just happy to see me?
The Winchesters head for an abandoned factory where Crowley is holding his captives. Meanwhile, Crowley tries to force Kevin to read the tablet.
Read the tablet.
Come on, Kevin. Killing one of the prophets and even slicing off Kevin's pinky finger to break him. That
was brutal.
Who knew? You
Ah.
got to add that to your Halloween costume when you play Kevin.
Yeah, you got to lose a finger.
Yeah. Kevin finally begins reading. Now, I have to say, too, it's just like when Dean cuts his arm and does the deal with Benny, we don't play pain very well on this show, I'd be like, God, my arm, And Kevin, his pinky's gone, but he's reading that tablet. I'd be like, oh, God, my pinky.
Yeah, I know. That would be, you feel like that'd be a pain that would stick around for a minute.
Yeah.
But hey.
Well, finally, Kevin, with the pinky gone, He gives in and he begins reading, revealing information about killing demons and closing the gates of hell, which mean Crowley's excited to hear about. At the factory, Linda is handcuffed outside for safety. That was kind of funny. Like, how did she not know that he handcuffed one of her wrists? I don't know if you saw that part, but he turns the car off and then he puts the other side of the.
Right. So she had to not notice when I thought the same thing. I'm like, wait, when did she have a handcuff put on the right wrist?
Yeah.
I mean, I get that she's surprised by the steering wheel part, but it's just Sam, in the scene we didn't see, he's like, hey, Mrs. Tran, I got you a bracelet. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
It fits great.
I would have bought that more than what happened. At the factory, she's handcuffed outside for safety while Sam uses the demon bomb to kill 4 demons and rescue the remaining prophets. Dean and Castiel push deeper inside where Castiel struggles against low-level demons due to his weakened state.
Right. He's not firing on all cylinders.
No, and he hasn't been for several seasons.
No.
And I wonder if Sam could have waited on the demon bomb and tried to use that against Crowley. But he didn't, did he? Kevin reveals there's a note from Metatron. That was kind of fun.
A little flash forward.
Yeah, for a mention of Metatron, our first mention of Metatron, who, of course, is played by our friend Curtis
Armstrong.
That's right. And he's the scribe of God, saying he completed several tablets before leaving heaven. Crowley becomes excited by the prospect of more Word of God tablets. Castiel confronts Crowley, unleashing a burst of angelic light, and his wings come up on the wall behind him.
Kerflaff.
Crowley tries to escape with the tablet, but Castiel shatters it. Crowley vanishes with only half.
Right.
Kevin, traumatized but determined, vows to close the gates of hell. Dean scolds Castiel for charging in recklessly, but Castiel insists Dean is not responsible for him. He touches Dean's forehead and restores Dean's true memory of purgatory.
Perhaps this will help you recall.
Exactly. So what actually happened was Castiel deliberately let go and kind of pushed Dean in, choosing to stay behind to atone.
Didn't we kind of know that was going to happen? Like, I wasn't shocked.
It wasn't a huge shock.
Because he wasn't upset with Dean at all. He wasn't like, hey, jerk.
Yeah, you left me there.
Thanks for leaving me hanging.
Yeah.
The fact that there was zero from him that indicated that he had any resentment, I'm like, well, he must have then known. Or
Yeah. Well, as Sam rejoins them, Castiel suddenly finds himself transported into a sterile white office in heaven.
That was a funny cut, by the way.
It was.
He's in the middle of a sentence, and then he's in that office.
Yeah.
To the point where I rewound it thinking
Something messed up.
that I hit a button and jumped to another episode or something.
Right.
Like it was
Right.
very effective the way they did that.
He's greeted by a woman in a suit named Naomi. She claims angels rescued him and that he is now expected to report on the Winchesters. Castiel refuses and then involuntarily obeys, forced to speak the truth and then forget the encounter. Moments later, he's back with Sam and Dean, unaware, agreeing to help track down the other half of the tablet. So that's a new twist on things.
New Naomi.
Heaven's involved.
Do we think we see Naomi again? Is that a character that is going to recur here?
Feels like it.
Feels like it.
I'd think it if I were the actors playing Naomi.
And what about Delta? It's you? I'm sure you went to her fan page.
I didn't go to her fan page. I thought about her, but she's. I think she's gone. I think mean Crowley zapped her.
Uncool.
Okay, I'll go first if you give the intro.
Okay, if I must, here I go. R, Rob and Rich. Ratings. All right, Robert.
This is the first episode of this season that I enjoyed. I liked. And I'll tell you why. I liked the episodes. I know you like Monster of the Week. Who doesn't like Monster of the Week? But I also, if I'm reading a book, I want the story to move forward. And this really moved things forward.
Yeah.
We had a lot of heavy hitters. We had Castiel back. I love seeing Misha. It's Castiel's back.
Yep.
We have mean, nasty Crowley.
Nasty ass Crowley. Nasty ass.
And you've got, Lauren Tom and mention of Metatron and a couple mentions of God and heaven, which I of course have an interest in. That's fascinating to sort of see that unfold.
Sure.
And heaven even interfering there at the end was interesting. Yeah, and the boys are kind of getting along in spite of the fact that they're not really getting along right now. Yeah, I know. I liked it. That was a well-written episode.
Right.
I was invested, and I was like, okay, all right, season 8. All right, let's do it. Here we go.
Okay.
That's
all right.
That's kind of how I felt, and I'll give my beard rating after you give your.
I enjoyed some of the mom and the Kevin and Linda stuff. That was funny. Like her hiding, dumping the water on him, her having the squirt gun on the demon. I just like Lauren Tom as a character. I think she's fun, and it creates a kind of a stop where my mom will shoot kind of vibe.
Yeah. It's fun to see Kevin with her.
Yeah, because Kevin's always like, Mom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I dig that dynamic.
Because Kevin, like Osric, is 30 going on 16.
I'm 4. Yeah, exactly. And I enjoyed the purgatory stuff with Ty Olsson and bearded Castiel.
Yeah.
Misha Collins.
So are we supposed to think that? So Ty Olsson.
Oh, he ends up in Dean's forearm. Did we talk about that?
No.
I mean, that was a whole thing.
Yeah.
He sliced open his arm, and I saw that. He's like, okay, we're going to do Blood Brothers. We're going to do something like that. It weirded me out because I'm like, he's a vampire. So if he cuts himself and that blood gets in Dean, isn't Dean automatically a vampire? Like that's the whole.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
And I
don't know.
When they cut themselves, is Ty Olsson like.
You think? I mean, it's kind of like you seeing Delta, like a weird kind of skeevy reaction that is definitely driven by lust. And I think also the cut. Am I wrong? Like vampires take a little blood from somebody, they don't drain them, then that person just becomes a vampire. I was thinking, oh man,
well, it
is Dean going to secretly be a vampire later?
It depends. There are different rules of vampirism depending on what you're reading. But But
Well, all that to say, it was trippy that he popped into Dean's forearm.
yeah, I'm sure all of this will be in mythology. So
Yeah, and we'll figure it out later as the story unfolds.
Yeah.
So, there was some stuff in there. Nice job by Taylor Johnson popping in for a cameo.
yeah, Tyler.
A lot of Mark Shepard being a jerk.
Oh, he's such a dick.
Yeah, I mean, interesting episode of TV. All right, well, you have a beard ready to go. What do you got?
I'm gonna give it. There were 2 Misha beards in this.
Right.
There was a very, very fake one when he shows up in the
Mm-hmm.
cabin and he has to take a shower, and then there was the real one that was in Purgatory.
Right.
And I'm gonna give it the real Misha Collins beard in Purgatory. It's cool.
Okay.
Makes him look cool. Yeah, we already said the hair this season is off the clock good. But that beard is really good. So I'm going to give it the Castiel in Purgatory beard.
Castiel season 8 Purgatory beard. Yeah. Okay, that's great. And I had my beard picked out before you said that. However, I'm going to immediately pivot and give it the fake beard, the Castiel fake.
Fair enough.
Not actually in Purgatory. Had to slap this on so we could have continuity with a clean shaven Castiel.
So you didn't like it as much as me.
I'm just still struggling with season 8 in general. I mean, it's just I miss the darkness, the edge, the real threat, the stakes being high.
If you miss the darkness, then you'll love season 11.
It just starts the darkness.
The
No, I
darkness
just miss
is
some of
all-
the stakes, man. Some of the like the boys trying to battle a monster, and that's the threat.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
There's so much emotional turmoil. I'm like, yay, but let's move on, fellas.
Yeah.
I just don't love it as much.
I want to like it. I want to like it. I want to be excited. So I think I was more excited.
I'm trying. I mean, I obviously love my friends' acting. All of their performances are great. The writing is great. It's just an opinion.
Yeah.
It's just I just prefer more aggro action.
Yeah.
Versus the contemplation of it all.
Well, and certainly the stakes, I agree. Like the reveal that when I left you in Purgatory and you were going to die and it's my fault, but turns out he wanted to stay in Purgatory. That just wasn't that big of a twist.
No. And also I saw that coming from space. It's like, don't you know? Don't you recall? I'm like, yeah, you shoved him through. It was an angelic act of kindness in order to save him so you could do something, blah, blah, blah. I got it. It just feels like there's no teeth to this.
Yeah. I do think the whole plot of Osric, Kevin being the person that can read the stone, and he finally starts to read it, and you're getting some information, about the gates of hell and everything. And Crowley's like, there it is. And then, that stuff is moving the story forward. And I did enjoy that.
Yeah, sure.
And then the whole thing at the end where Castiel gets popped up to heaven.
That was interesting.
Yeah. And I love that. I still love the idea that heaven is not a good place. It's corporate.
It's sort of an antiseptic.
Scary. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I also love the look of Purgatory. I think cinematically that's cool. And I think I like the character of Benny. I like seeing how he got in the forearm. Because you remember in the first episode, we see Dean appear somewhere and cut Benny out of his arm. So now we've connected those dots.
Oh, that's right.
Right. So we've connected those dots. So that's cool.
Right. I forgot about that completely.
Yeah.
And again, as the person who played Chuck, it's interesting for me to see, there's a lot of bad writing. Do better, God. It's bad writing. And you know what I mean? There's a lot of sort of,
right.
What was God thinking? It was obviously took a vacation there for that one,
Or maybe a staycation.
Yeah.
Or he might not have gone anywhere. He just wanted to relax at home.
True. Anyway, you're still just excited about Peacock, I could tell.
Okay, well, let's see if we really are. Let's test that theory. I say P. You say...
I say P.
Sorry, buddy.
I say
By
P.
the way, now you're just excited for PP. So,
okay. Well,
either way, you're a little bit...
Moving on. We are thrilled to be speaking with Lauren Tom today. Of course,
how do you go from
PP?
That joke, you making a golden showers joke, to suddenly introducing this class act?
Nobody made a golden showers joke.
You were thinking it.
Full stop. Let's class this up. Today we're going to be speaking with Lauren Tom, of course played.
She's so good, by the way. She's to me, she's like one of the things that in talking about the show, I'm like, I love her in the show. She's a value add with her relationship with the boys and Kevin.
Well, and she's just a delightful person too. And
Curse is like a sailor, though. I mean, woo! You'll see in this interview. It'll be bleep, 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 bleep.
She, of course, played Kevin Tram's mother, Linda. But before Supernatural, she appeared in such films as The Joy Luck Club, When a Man Loves a Woman, and Bad Santa. I mean, she's just She's a movie star.
Yeah, man. She works all the time.
She's an award-winning voiceover artist as well.
Yeah.
And has roles in Samurai Jack and Futurama. And she's also voiced characters in King of the Hill, Rick and Morty, and Disenchantment. She played Ross's girlfriend in 8 episodes of Friends.
I did not know that till right now. That's really cool.
Oh, really? I think I did know that and I forgot it. Now I remembered it just now. She played Linda Tran in 3 episodes of Supernatural. Just 3?
What an impact player.
I need more of her than that.
I mean, you're in a ton, and I barely remember you, but she's in 3.
You're in front of me right now, and I don't know who you are.
I'm sorry, you are, sir.
Here is our conversation with Lord Tom. Hey!
Hi!
Hi! Look at you.
What a lift to see your faces.
Yeah,
What a treat to see you. We've been watching you on the TV, but now we get to see you on the computer screen.
Oh my God. How are you?
Great. How are you doing? You look like $1 million, as always.
Yeah, you haven't changed it at all.
No, thank you. You too, you guys. God.
Okay, well, let's get into it, Lauren. So tell us about your Supernatural origin story. How did the opportunity come to you? At what point did they offer you this role?
Yes, they offered me this role. I had done a series called Men in Trees.
Uh-huh.
And I believe that Jeremy Carver's married to Anna Frick.
He is.
Yes.
Anna Frick was a writer on Men in Trees, which was an ABC TV series with Anne Hesh.
I remember that. And Shauna Kofed, I think, was in that.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Shauna, was she on SBN?
No, she's a friend of mine from college, from Northwestern.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Great.
And Lauren went to Northwestern as well, correct?
I went, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, only for like a year though. I transferred to NYU.
Okay.
But yeah, so get this, Jeremy Carver, I played this like really over the top character in Men in Trees. She was just like a spice of humor, a broad humor.
Right.
And I had like my little Chinese accent and everything that I did that I channel my grandmother when I have to do parts like that.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how Jeremy thought that, oh, I know, she'll be great as, this badass Mrs. Trent.
Well, he got it right. And you replaced somebody. Like you come in, there was a Mrs. Tran.
The season before, real quickly, there's a Mrs. Tran, but different actress.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I never knew her, though. I think she was like from Vancouver.
I believe
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
yes. Well, you're great in this show, and you certainly, the Osric Lauren dynamic is so awesome on screen.
And Lauren, we're watching it for the first time. We didn't realize you only do 3 episodes.
Yes, I only did. And, to be honest, I just for kicks and giggles, I watched all 3 last night. So I
nice.
remember
That's cool.
what we were talking about today.
Yeah, good.
And boy, does that show hold up. I
Yeah.
really get, why there's such a big audience for that show, because it has a little of everything. It's scary. It's gory, but not too gory. The acting is really great. You all are so gorgeous to look at. It's funny.
Yeah.
You're very kind. I'm worried about your prescriptions, but you're very kind. Let me ask you this. Did you know the show before?
I did not.
Had you ever heard of it? Okay. So when you get offered a role like that, and the show is now 8 years deep,
Right.
or 7 years deep when you started, whatever, do you feel the need to do research, or you're like, nah, I'm playing a new character, I can just start cold on this whole thing? Like, how do you approach it?
No, I didn't watch all 8 seasons.
Well, no.
No, I didn't do that at all. Osric is one of these people that really dives deep. And so I connected with him early, and what a freaking blessing that was to meet Osric. I mean,
Yeah.
So Osric is such a gem, and he really filled me in on a lot, and we came up with some backstory together. I usually like to do a bit of research, but it was such a whirlwind that I was actually scheduled to do a movie in Hawaii, and I was going to be leaving like at the end of the week that I got the offer. And I felt like really horrible, but I wanted to do Supernatural so badly that I backed out of the movie.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Aloha Hawaii and Aloha Supernatural.
Yeah, I even though it was just a small arc, there was something about it that just made me feel like I have to do this, because I think that, when I look back on it, when I reminisce about it, what a freaking gift it was to be able to do a part. I'm 5 feet tall, you guys, so nobody ever lets me kill anybody.
Right.
I mean, that is the first time I've ever played such a badass.
Right.
Yeah.
And I got a chance to use all of the skills that my career it kind of brought me to that moment.
Right.
Because I started theater and I used to do a lot of avant-garde theater. So like having, the demon come out of my body and having to arch like that.
Yes.
And,
yes.
And then I was a dancer as well when I started. So I got to use physicality. I just like slipped right into the bizarreness of what was happening to my character.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the sitcoms, that kind of experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the drama of doing, other like really heavier pieces. Like
they're all in the show, like you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, I'm wondering if you felt that way too. Like it's just
100%.
You got to feel like you were really being used in a great creative way.
Yeah, and Sam and Dean, even Jensen and Jared got to do it as well. There's a little bit of comedy in there.
Yes.
A lot of drama, but I think Rich and I specifically had a lot of comedy in our characters, but
and even Mark.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, the bad guys get such funny lines,
Yeah.
Ahoy, Rich Spade here. Hope you're enjoying the episode, but we got to pull over for a second for some messages. It's Richard Spate saying, ho, ho, ho. Why? Check the calendar. It's almost holiday time. Now, don't panic. You don't have to let Big Wireless and your overpriced phone bill suck the joy out of the holidays this year. Because right now, all of Mint Mobile's unlimited plans are 50% off. I'm no mathematician, but that's half. You can get 3, 6, or 12 months of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month. In LA, that's a coffee and a scone. It's their best deal of the year, and it makes it real easy for you to give your expensive wireless bill the Scrooge treatment. Hey, overpriced wireless, Scrooge you! And 'tis the season to switch to Mint Mobile because Mint Mobile's best deal of the year is happening right now. Also, all of Mint's plans come with high-speed data, or data if you're one of those people, and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. What's up, G? You can bring your current phone with you, the one you have in your hand right now, and your current phone number. Bring them on over to Mint. Why get rid of things that are working just great, right? There's no contracts, and there's no nonsense. I got to tell you something. There's a reason why Mint Mobile is used in the Spade House. Because it works, and it doesn't cost an arm and a leg. I don't like to pay for things I don't need. Do you like paying for things you don't need? I didn't think so. I want the thing that does exactly what I want it to do without breaking the bank. And that's Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile gets unbelievable coverage. The calls are clear. They connect like they're supposed to. The data is fantastic. There is no need to pay more. I get the data. I get the connection. I get the unlimited talk and text. Anything else is just fluff. I don't pay for fluff. No thanks. So do yourself a holiday solid and turn your expensive wireless present into a huge wireless savings future by switching to Mint. Shop Mint Unlimited plans at mintmobile.com/supernatural. That's mintmobile.com/supernatural. Limited time offer. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12 months plan required. $15 a month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 35 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com.
Hey everybody, it's Rob. Cold mornings, holiday plans. This is when I need my wardrobe to just work. That's why I'm all about Quince. You've heard me talk about it before. I really dig this place. I recently got a pair of pants, slacks that can fit any occasion. You can wear them with tennis shoes. You can wear them with nice shoes. You wear them with no shoes. These pants don't care. They just look good. Quince has clothes that make you feel sharp, feel good. And best of all, you can find gifts there for all your friends and all your family for this holiday season. From Mongolian cashmere sweaters to Italian wool coats, Quince pieces are crafted from premium materials and built to hold up without the luxury markup. You know, Quince makes essential items that every guy needs. The Mongolian sweaters I was talking about, they're just $50. They've also got Italian wool coats that look and feel designer, but they're cheap. They're not designer prices. And they got denim, they got chinos that fit just right. And you want to talk about outerwear? I mean, are we talking outerwear? I mean, it's no joke. They got down jackets, wool top coats, leather styles. Did you hear me say wool top coats? They've got all that, and they're all built to last because they're made from premium materials by trusted factories that meet rigorous standards for craftsmanship and ethical production, which is the part I really, really like. So by cutting out the middleman and the traditional markups, Quince delivers the same quality as luxury brands at a fraction of the price. I mean, this is my favorite time of year because it starts to cool down. Even here in Los Angeles, it cools down. And you need jackets, you need coats. And, finding the right winter coat is just easy with Quince because they have so many options. And the prices actually make sense. It's affordable, but also luxury. So you can't go wrong. These pants I just bought, these slacks, they're really cozy too. So they're keeping my legs warm, which is important. Quince has gifting covered like no one else. And it's beyond just clothing. I got this bag from Quince. It's fantastic. They've got stuff for home, bath, kitchen, or travel. Great travel stuff, which I also have lots of because, we travel all the time. So Quince has got you covered. Get your wardrobe sorted and your gift list handled with Quince. Don't wait. Go to quince.com/STN for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada, too. That's QUINCE.com/STN. Free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/STN.
Thanks for listening. Now, back to the episode.
Now, you said you started in theater. You studied at Tisch at NYU, the theater school?
Well, actually, I had another gift land in my lap, like supernatural in that way. So I was really young. I was 17, just turning 18. I went to Northwestern and you went to Northwestern, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved my time there.
Yeah.
I started early at Northwestern because I had to graduate early because my family was moving.
Oh, wow.
And so I started early, and then I got a chorus line, the first national tour of chorus.
Oh, my God.
Broadway show. And because I was a dancer at that time. So they waited for me to turn 18. I toured with them for a year. And Vancouver was my very first city.
No way.
Yeah, I felt like I had died and gone to heaven. And then I moved to New York and I did the show for another year on Broadway. So
oh, wow.
That's how I got my start.
Oh, my gosh.
It was just a crazy way to jump into the business. And I was so shy at the time. I didn't know how to sing and I didn't know how to act.
Wow.
And all of the people in the show were older than me. So they took me under their wing and said, you know what, if you need to study acting right now because otherwise you'll be done by the time you're 35.
Wow.
Because being a dancer is like being an athlete,
Right.
So that was the best advice I'd ever been given. And so those two incidences for me felt like really big gifts to go from this shy little Chinese girl from Chicago who couldn't sing or act. I almost got fired from that because I couldn't say. I just was so scary, like in a chorus line, each character steps forward about 3 feet to tell their story. Right. But I was so shy that I kept backing up every time I said a line. So I was back in the line and like the people kept literally pushing me forward.
Oh my God.
So to go from that to like playing this badass where I get to kill someone in Supernatural, like what a freaking journey.
What a journey.
Totally.
That's also such a classic musical too, by the way. Like, how long was that on stage in New York?
Oh, forever.
Yeah, like 21 years or something, right?
Yeah, it was the longest running musical in history.
Such a great musical.
Yeah, something broke that record, I think. But anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when was Joy Luck Club in your career?
Joy Luck Club was after I moved to LA. I spent 10 years in New York kind of learning my craft and doing theater. And then I moved to LA and I got Joy Luck Club, I think 2 years after I moved to LA.
Right.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
And that was, would you say that was kind of a big break for you?
Huge. Yeah.
Yeah,
Huge.
yeah.
And also the very first movie that featured an all Asian cast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
That was when I knew you. I mean, that was when I
Really?
started to know your work. Yeah,
Aw.
for sure. Yeah, how cool. And so flash forward, you get Supernatural. So I'm sure the thing that I have a question here. What was your favorite part about playing her? I'm sure it was just the badass part of it, right? Like you're saying.
Yeah, I actually, it's the first time I ever was able to channel my inner badass because I
Right.
come from a long line of really strong women. So my grandmother was this 4'10" tank that just bossed everyone around,
Right.
and she was hilarious. And then my mother, also scary. And then there was me, who was kind of afraid of both of them. And so the way that I present myself to the world is softer, I think.
Yeah.
But what a great opportunity for me to be able to really channel them. And so in that way, it was very freeing because I didn't have to be self-conscious in any way because I wasn't playing myself.
Right.
Right.
And look, as you already referenced, you are a professional dancer, which is very akin to being a professional athlete. So you're not the physicality wasn't anything you were nervous about or shying away from, I assume.
I freaking loved it.
Yeah, I would assume.
I loved it so much. Like all the running, they did have a stunt double for me, just in case.
Good.
I was really, really excited that they let me do pretty much everything by myself.
Oh, that's great.
She was there on standby. And when I got to punch Crowley,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I actually threw my shoulder out
Really?
because I did it with so much gusto.
Because you really want to punch that face.
I was so excited.
Oh, man.
And I really wanted to sell it. And Mark was so game. He was so great. And he taught me how to speak like him so that I could really channel Crowley when he jumped into my body.
Ah, awesome.
And I still remember it. He was so kind because he just was saying, so just think of it that whatever you're saying, you're just freaking bored out of your mind.
That's good.
So it's
that's
like,
good.
La-di-da-di-da. I own the world, so I could care less about whatever's going on out there. And it was really great. And then I asked him to say my lines for me the way he would say them. And I tried to kind of, just remember that.
That's awesome.
You said already you talked to Osric about, so you guys built a backstory a little bit, and
Yes.
he really helped. Did the producers ever have a conversation about, where her strength and street smarts came from? Or did you and Osric kind of just build that on your own?
Yeah, I think it was Osric and I kind of
Yeah.
came up with it. Yeah, I don't really remember that too much. Them jumping in to give me a lot of like pre-notes or anything like that.
Well, I mean, you just get the feeling that she's just a tough mom.
Well, dude, I mean, Rob and I talked about this in an episode previous to this one, where so much comes out about the mom. Is it something about Kevin? Was it that episode? We need to talk about Kevin or whatever it was.
Yeah,
where Mrs. Tran is like something about like, oh, that's not my first tattoo, and then suddenly she's like,
That's my first episode.
You've never met your daddy. I'm like, what? Like, what is this very demure librarian-esque shell of a woman? Shell of the person, but the inside is like
partier.
There's a dark streak in there, man. There's an edge, and it's awesome. I love the way the writers did that for you too, because that had to be fun for you to read and discover about your own character as you're going through the script to go, oh, cool. They're not painting me with one color here. I've got multiple shades.
And I didn't know this at the time, but I feel like the female fandom really, really supports strong women.
Yeah.
Yes,
Weak
for sure.
women, not so much.
Right.
I'm really happy that I ended up being a strong woman, and that, boy, did they ever give me some amazing lines. They really wrote for my character.
And there's so much, and it's a rich history that we actually never learn about. And I kind of like that because this would have been an easy character to make a stereotype of a mom defending her son and Tiger Mom and whatever. And that would have been an easy lane to be in, and you would have been great, and it would have been endearing, and we would have loved it. But to give you little tidbits of other things in there that never get explained. So, like, we learned some of them through Crowley, like, oh, she's not, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? but they never divulge.
I know.
So we, like Kevin, are still going, huh? That's fast. It's really cool.
You know, sometimes when I do those conventions and like the SBN fans will say, so what is the other tattoo that you have and where is it?
Yeah, sure. I bet they do. I bet they want to know.
I said, well, I'll have to keep that a secret.
Yeah, none of your
good,
beeswax.
smart.
None of your business, Rob Benedict. Quit asking me.
posing as a fan, fake mustache over my already beard. So we laughed. We said it was really funny when you come in, or Ozzer comes in, and the water.
That was so funny. You dumped the water on him.
Oh yeah. I love that.
Well, what was funny about that is not only that, but then the way you like pop up like a whack-a-mole. You're like, whoop.
Yeah.
You know, the physicality was funny.
You guys, I have to tell you the scariest part of filming that episode for me, that particular episode. So, you know, when the boys are waiting for me in Baby, and then I'm supposed to pull in with the bad guy in my trunk. Yeah. To give them like an idea of where they might be and stuff like that.
Right.
We shot that at 1 a.m. in the morning.
I wondered.
I'm going to say a horrible stereotype here, but it's a little bit true. I'm Asian and I'm not really that great of a driver. And so they wanted me to pull that car in and hit the sandbag, right? And it was 1 a.m, you guys. I'm not a great driver to begin with. I came within like a fraction of an inch from scraping the entire side of Baby.
Whoa.
Oh, God.
One take.
Mercy.
Yes,
Oh,
because I couldn't do it. I just couldn't hit that freaking mark.
That's hilarious.
And so finally they had to have a stunt double do it for me because
Oh, my God.
it was way too scary. And I'll never forget that because everybody was like,
Oh, I bet they were. I bet they were.
someone about to like die on the set because I came so close.
Oh, my
And
God.
then I still remember that Misha told me, like, because it became a bit of a story there, because it was so scary. He told me that on one job that he did, that he actually smashed a Jaguar or something.
Oh, wow.
Like that.
Oh, my God.
wow.
Just to make me feel better.
Yeah.
I don't remember all of the details of that story, but he did make me feel better.
Oh, my God. That's funny. Yeah. You know, I don't know why, but I wondered that with that scene, I'm always thinking of the actor's experience. And I wondered if that was in the middle of the night because it's dark, it's outside. They usually save that for the end. You know, it's maybe
Yeah, I think they were running late and
sure.
just
Late on a Friday night, Saturday.
Yeah, and you know that was anyway. I'm just trying to be loving with myself because
No, it's not your fault.
No.
We've all been there. Well, we're gonna let you go soon, but if you're looking back at your Supernatural, the 3 episodes you did, like what do you remember? What do you recall as your favorite experience doing those episodes?
Okay, so I think probably this is gonna sound so weird, but so I guess it was probably the first episode where I got to punch Crowley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like
A lot of people waiting in line for that.
career changing for me and life changing. And then also, this is really embarrassing, you guys, but women will understand. When Jensen was trying to like slit my throat with a knife, he was this close to my face. And I thought, this is a very handsome person.
Yes.
I'm not enjoying this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of people in line.
Yeah.
A lot of people in line.
Yeah. I think we all feel that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the last episode too was pretty. Yeah, they gave me some great lines. God, that's weird to be able to just say, well, I loved killing that guy.
Yeah.
Well, so
What is that?
we have one more then, right, Rich, to watch with her in it.
Yeah, we've seen
Yeah.
2, so we have one more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Tran
that's
episode.
cool.
So we'll get-
I love that you guys are doing this.
Yeah.
And it gives us a great opportunity to talk to our
people like
friends
you.
like yourself,
Yeah.
who we've gotten to know on the convention circuit and in life, but don't really know their acting contribution to Supernatural. So it's fun to go, it's like reverse engineering your involvement in the show. Kind of like, hey, or now we know why people love you.
Yeah.
in the show.
Oh God,
It's
you
fun.
guys are so sweet. Thank you for making my day. This is really giving me a
We
lift.
love you. We were looking forward to talking to you.
Yeah, for sure. And
Ruth Connell says hello, by the way.
Oh, I wanted to send a big hug to her as
Yeah.
well. Yes, and just to give a shout out to all of the Supernatural fans out there. I just love this fandom more than anything. Osric tried to prepare me.
Yeah.
You're never going to believe like the depth and the reach of this show.
Yeah.
They're just going to really be supportive. So, and that's turned out to be true.
Yeah. Well, you're such a lovely person and so talented, and just we really enjoy you and we enjoy your work, Lauren. So
Steve.
Thank you so much for joining.
Thanks for so much being here. You're
Thank
such
you
a
for
great
inviting me.
You're a
I
great spirit.
appreciate
We love your energy. So thank you.
Yes. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you as well.
We'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies just to see if you could save some cash? Well, Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states.
If you've shopped online, it's extremely likely that you've bought from a business powered by Shopify. You know that purple Shop Pay button you see at checkout? The one that makes the process from, I think I'm ready to buy, to, I can't wait till it gets here, so incredibly easy? That's Shopify. And there's a reason so many businesses sell with it, because Shopify makes it easy to start and run your business. Shopify is the commerce platform behind 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. It gives you a leg up from the very beginning, with hundreds of beautiful, ready-to-go templates to express your brand style, so you don't have to spend time coding a website. Shopify allows you to tackle all the important tasks in one place, from inventory to payments to analytics and more. Plus, they have built-in marketing and email tools to help find and keep new customers, so you can easily spread your brand's word. And did I mention that iconic purple Shop Pay button that's used by millions of businesses around the world? It's the reason why Shopify has the best converting checkout on the planet. Your customers already know it, love it, and actually use it. If you want to see less carts being abandoned, it's time for you to head over to Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/realm. Go to shopify.com/realm. Shopify.com/realm.
Hey there, thanks for listening. Now, back to the episode.
Well, that was just a walk in the interview park.
I mean, I could tell, we say this to a lot of people, but literally, she's so pretty and she has not changed. She really looks amazing.
She's just a fun ball of positive energy.
Yeah. And we just watched her on TV. It's something that was shot, 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And she looks exactly the same. What a lovely person.
Whereas you and I look like Father Time beat us with a bat. Ladies and gentlemen, our next segment.
When she said, oh, you guys too, I'm like, oh, well.
Yeah, it's not.
You're just a kind person, because that is so nice.
I was liking her a lot, and when she lied to our face like that, I'm like, I can't trust Lauren Tom. I don't trust Lauren Tom at all.
As my gray beard.
You know what I do trust, though? Mythology! 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 Mythology.
All right, well, color me incorrect, because I said this is the first time we got a Metatron mention. That's not true.
Yeah.
It says here, this is the second time Metatron was mentioned. But just who is this angel in Jewish mythology?
Well, we're not going to answer, because that's we're going to find out later. Oh, are we going to answer? Okay, never mind. He is mentioned only 3 times in the Talmud, but is mentioned more frequently in the Jewish mystical text, the Kabbalah. He is never mentioned in the Torah.
He's known as the celestial scribe who records humanity's deeds, a guardian of divine secrets, and the mediator between God and humankind. He has been called the Prince of Presence.
A key major belief identifies Metatron as the biblical figure Enoch, who was transformed into an angel after his ascension to heaven. Note the root word in Enochian, the language of angels.
Oh.
Ooh. And by the way, may I say that I had no idea that Metatron was based on any actual biblical text. I thought he was just a made-up name from the supernatural writers. So it's always interesting to hear a little bit of the context of these characters.
I can see why you'd think that, because it sounds like someone in
sounds like a Transformer.
Transformers. Yeah, it does. It sounds like one of the Transformer characters.
Yeah.
And I always thought that as well. But I did know that was true. I did not know it was Jewish mythology.
No.
This is the first time I'm seeing that. There's also a part of Metatron, and I think we find this when we meet Curtis's version of him, that's a little bit of a rascal.
Yes.
And Crowley does say in this, he's a suck up to God.
Yep. Well, that's for sure. Well, it's interesting to know a little bit of the actual history of Metatron.
Yeah, and he can also turn himself into a Camaro. Like Transformers? Anybody?
Right, yes.
Transformers, anyway, they turn themselves into cars, right? Am I wrong?
No, you're 100% right.
Metatron. Wow, I really thought I'd get a bigger laugh on Camaro.
You know what I'm laughing at is the cacophony of crickets.
I know. You know what my problem was? I thought we were having fun.
Well, that was your first mistake.
Right. But maybe in this next section, we will.
We'll see. Fun facts! Fun facts! Fun facts! Fun facts.
The title of the episode is a play on the phrase, a little slice of heaven.
Ooh, clever.
Yeah. So they replaced the H with a K.
With a K. With a K. The H became a K. I wonder if that's the same for the Germans, because right here, it gives us the German title, and the German title is Unverhofft Begegnen, which seems to translate to unexpected encounter.
Funny, because it's like nowhere near a slice of heaven, Kevin.
No, not at all. I wonder how the Japanese handle it, Robert.
The Japanese, I don't speak Japanese, but loosely translated.
We should really learn, because every week we get some translation of the American title into the Japanese language, and all we're kind of like grappling with how to pronounce it.
I can't speak it, but I can tell you what it translates into, which again is loosely translated, but it's the happy fun boat that kills you.
Well, that makes actually a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's actually slightly closer to A Little Slice of Kevin than the German translation.
It's true. Yeah. Unerhoff Begegung.
Castiel tells Sam and Dean that only one prophet exists at a time. He assumes Chuck is dead, and fans were excited by this news, since Kevin is now the prophet, subtly suggesting that Chuck was actually God, not a prophet. Oh my God, it's foreshadowing. That's why you're twirling your mustache.
That's right, twirling my beard.
Okay.
Yeah, that is. I thought that was very interesting. It was a subtle suggestion, and that was fun.
Yeah.
But I tell you, also fun. Terry Owesiuk and Kara Schwant, the journalists of the online articles, are art department crew members on Supernatural. And I apologize for screwing up your last names.
I think it may be Iwasiuk, but I don't know.
Terry Iwasiuk and Kara
You did a good job
Schwant.
with those.
Kara Schwant. That's what I'll say.
What do you schwant? Like, what do you schwant?
What do you schwant? I'm busy. What do you schwant? They're the journalists of the online articles.
They must have made that joke in the office 1,000 times.
Yeah, well, there you go. Oh, I wanted to know what this next one was.
Sam uses the alias Agent Malloy. Mitch Malloy was briefly going to be the lead singer of Van Halen, but never officially signed with the band. Well, who the hell is Mitch Malloy?
He's a singer. He was officially briefly going to be. So when they introduce themselves, they say...
he said Agent Malloy, and Dean said something else.
Roth. Agents Roth and Malloy, they say. Yeah. Well, nevertheless, Mitch Malloy, singer of Great White.
Well, yay, deep cut from Miss Eugenie and Mr. Buckner.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a heck of a deep cut.
Yeah. Well, the Latin spell Dean recites to absorb the ethereal version of Benny is conjuncti summus unum summus, which translates to we are linked, we are one.
Hold on a second. Conjuncti summus unum summus does not translate into we are linked, we are one. Sorry.
All right, Mr. I took Latin in high school. What does it? translate to?
The happy fun boat that kills you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did not know Latin and Japanese were so linked.
Well, it's got to be, it's Japanese got to come from somewhere. I assume Latin.
Uh-huh.
Metatron is called an archangel in this episode. Well, that's wrong. However, later he is retconned to be just a regular angel.
Huh.
There you go.
Well, nevertheless, what a fun episode.
What a fun, great. Well, just having Lauren Tom was like, was like frosting on a cupcake. Great to have her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Loved that energy. She made the entire episode. For all of the balls that were dropped by Hein, Benedict, and Spate, Lauren Tom was there to scoop them up.
Yeah.
And juggle them like a festive birthday party guest.
Yeah. And she was great in the episode. And I'm looking forward to see what happens next.
Damn right. Let's keep this train rolling, Robert.
Let's keep it going. This episode of Supernatural features Jared Padalecki as Sam Winchester, Jensen Ackles as Dean Winchester, and Misha Collins as Castiel.
Guest stars include Mark Shepard. When did Mark stop going by Mark? A Shepard. I don't know. Guest stars include Mark Shepard, Osric Chow, Lauren Tom, Ty Olson, Amanda Tapping. She will be fun to have on the show, by the way, having been both an actress on it and a director.
Yeah,
we got to get her on.
Yeah.
Serena Fiallo and Tyler Johnston.
A Little Slice of Kevin was written by Eugenie Ross Lemming and Brad Buckner and directed by Charles Robert Carner.
Editing by Don Cook. Music by Christopher Leonards.
The assistant location manager was Alan J. Ross.
Executive produced by Robert Singer and Jeremy Carver.
Supernatural was created by Eric Kripke.
This episode featured the following song, We Gotta Get Out of This Place, by The Animals.
We gotta get out of this place.
Yep.
This episode originally aired on November 14th, 2012.
This episode of Supernatural, Then and Now, was hosted and executive produced by Richard Spade Jr. and Rob Benedict.
Produced by Stephen Hine, written by Stephen Hine and Haida Holscher.
And edited and associate produced by Trey Booty.
Well, what's up, Booty?
Music provided by Tim Wynn.
The episode was recorded with the help of Sonic Fuel Studios.
This podcast is from Story Mill Media.
Follow the podcast on Instagram and TikTok at SPN Then and Now.
Become a member of the podcast to get early access, chat rooms with other podcast fans, and video interviews at patreon.com/SPN Then and Now. Dude, I picture Amanda Tapping as a blonde. I didn't even recognize Amanda Tapping. That's hilarious. Right. Well, yes, she recurs. And Amanda Tapping's in a bunch of episodes. And Amanda Tapping is now a big, successful director, too, by the way.
Doesn't she direct some of these episodes, too, later?
Later on in the season, yeah. She starts directing Supernatural.
You know, if I'm all up in Hine, and you're all up in Booty.
Damn right I am.
Yeah.
Unapologetically Booty. All about the booty.
Well, I'm going to believe what's written here, which is it translates
You always back Hein. You've been a Hein man since I've met you, and I'm so sick of it.
I am a Hein man.
What the hell is retconned mean? Steve?
We're on a retcon this week.
What is retconned? You're making up a word, and now you're just scrambling for a definition.
Oh, wow. That is a real word. All right.
I could have sworn Steve just made up a word, and now he panicked. And he's like, we all know retcon.
It's a sofa. And even Steve, who normally either just has a straight face or a laugh, he gave a confused, and pity. It was confused pity. Oh.
I like the fact that that's what bugs Steve about that.
Yeah, totally.
Not that the timing was off, but that it was factually incorrect.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Bumblebee turns into... you know what my problem was?
You know who wouldn't have done that? Booty. Booty wouldn't have done that. It almost came to a screeching halt. Season 8, episode 7 was almost our finale.
Well, Steve's in denial. Steve was like, no, it's not moving. It would never leave Netflix.
Oh, really? We had a very unsettling conversation. He's like, no, Netflix would never.
But yeah, no, it's leaving. Yeah, but they're just saying that.
He's like, I went to college with Netflix. They're not that kind of they're not that kind of streamer. I'm like, they are. They've changed. I'm recording just to prove that I'm committed.
Story Mill Media.
The Regency era. You might know it as the time when Bridgerton takes place, or the time when Jane Austen wrote her books. But the Regency era was also an explosive time of social change, sex scandals, and maybe the worst king in British history. And on the Vulgar History podcast, we're going to be looking at the balls, the gowns, and all the scandal of the Regency era. Vulgar History is a women's history podcast, and our Regency era series will be focusing on the most rebellious women of this time. That includes Jane Austen herself, who is maybe more radical than you might have thought. We'll also be talking about queer icons like Anne Lister, scientists like Mary Anning and Ada Lovelace, as well as other scandalous actresses, royal mistresses, rebellious princesses, and other lesser-known figures who made history happen in England in the Regency era. Listen to Vulgar History wherever you get podcasts.
From the darkest corners of our imagination comes a game show that's more ridiculous than terrifying. Welcome to Tickled to Death, the horror comedy game show where nothing is sacred, everything's a little unhinged, and the only thing more cursed than the questions are the jokes. I'm Roz Hernandez, your fearless host, and each week I'll be leading a brave group of guests through twisted horror trivia, improv games, and enough sarcastic banter to make you question all your life's choices. So come for the screams, stay for the snark. Listen to Tickled to Death wherever you get your podcasts, and hit follow unless you want the show to follow you. In the meantime, don't get tickled to death.